What's up guys, DreamcastGuy here, and we had a simply massive leak about Watch Dogs. I guess I can't even really say leak because it was the entire game. It looks like about 0.5% of the people who pre-ordered online got their copies early. So it's about 200 people got Watch Dogs yesterday morning. So people have been streaming it, uploading stuff, and we've been able to dig through the footage. So already, the first thing that everybody's asking is, does it look as good as we originally thought? And short answer, a little bit. If you're getting the Xbox 360 version, unfortunately, that looks like the worst version. The graphics when you're going normal on foot, superb, fantastic. Lighting effects, great. Ragdoll physics, great. But as soon as you get in a car and start driving around, like the pop-in is awful. One of the worst examples, and I'm going to put an article to all this down below because if I show any of the footage, I'm going to get flagged. But there's a guy and he's driving up the alley on a motorcycle and there's a tree off in the distance and it looks like it's on PlayStation 2. It literally looks like a glued together stick figure. So you just see like a flat tree and then as he gets closer it loads more leaves and it just looks really bizarre. PS3 is a little bit better. People have been comparing it to Grand Theft Auto 5, since I guess that is the closest comparison. And I have to agree. I've watched a lot of the high-res footage now from Watch Dogs, and I think the PlayStation 3 version is pretty close, if not dead on, to Grand Theft Auto 5's graphics on the PlayStation 3. Now, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 footage has looked really, really good, but I still don't think it looks as good as the original footage. So I think PC people, there's not been a PC leak yet, but I think when we start seeing that PC footage, that's probably going to be the best of the best of the best, of course. But I'm still surprised that it just doesn't look better. Overall, things just aren't as polished as I'd like. A lot of stuff just kind of has a weird, clunky look. Alright, now let's dig into the story. The story progresses very evenly, very nicely. There's lots of little things that are subtle and cool. Like you can hack into people's cell phones while walking down the street and actually steal songs off their phone and use that as your ringtone. So that's how you can get more ringtones in the game, which is it's so small and irrelevant, but things like that build the world. If you were a master hacker, of course you would do small things like that reflexively. You would just be like, well, I can do this, so I'm going to do this. It looks like, and I'm going to put a small spoiler warning here for Assassin's Creed. Alright? Assassin's Creed fans, turn away if you don't want a small Assassin's Creed spoiler. Okay, it looks like Assassin's Creed 4 and all the Assassin's Creed games have been confirmed that they don't take place in the same universe as Watch Dogs, even though they're both developed by Ubisoft Montreal. But it looks like they definitely are related somehow. We actually see people in the game playing Assassin's Creed a few times. One of the guys you deal with extensively has a system set up in one of his offices, and on the desk are things that talk about Abstergo. It looks like Abstergo-like company products, and a copy of Assassin's Creed is on his desk. So we know that at least this might be an inside joke, or it could be a hint that maybe Watch Dogs takes place in our world. Like, whereas Assassin's Creed is clearly a separate universe from us, a separate timeline, it may be that Watch Dogs is supposed to be us in a realistic version of our world, and so Aiden himself interacts with Abstergo in the way we interact with Abstergo, which is just an interesting thought. I'm going to put all this stuff down below. Take a look, dig through it. The graphics are a little bit of a letdown. If you guys are going to be really interested in this, but you're holding off a little bit on buying it, the night it comes out, I'm going to be streaming it on PlayStation 4. I'm going over to the GameStop and getting my copy at midnight, and I'll be streaming for probably 2 or 3 hours of that night. So stay tuned. May 27th, midnight. You'll see me at my Twitch channel, which I'll also put down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any video ideas, leave them down in the comments down below. If you have any cool articles, private message me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And as always, keep dreaming.